Nobody saw this coming. One of the most respected men in hip-hop, Papoose, was just publicly embarrassed live, with thousands of people watching. It wasn't just awkward. It was heartbreaking. The kind of moment that makes you stop scrolling and rewind, just to make sure you saw it right. Papoose stood there, trying to hold it together, but you could see it in his eyes. The pain, the confusion, the shock. And the person who caused it? Remy Ma, his wife, his ride or die. The same woman he waited on for years while she was locked up. She made a comment so slick, so disrespectful, that the whole internet erupted. And guess who wasn't having it? Claressa Shields. Yes, the undefeated boxing champ. She didn't hold her tongue. She jumped in, fired back, and let Remy know exactly what time it was. The raw emotion, the betrayal, the fire in her words. Claressa's message hit different because it came from a place of truth and maybe something deeper that we haven't even uncovered yet. What happened that day? What led up to it? What did Claressa see that made her react so fiercely? Let's get into the fire. The moment everything flipped happened during a live event. Papoose and Remy Ma were on camera, side by side. At first, it was all good. They were smiling, taking questions, joking around. But then something changed. Remy made a comment, a slick little jab about how Papoose wasn't really keeping up or handling business the way she expected. It was subtle, but sharp. And it cut deep. Papoose laughed it off, tried to play along, but his eyes gave it away. He was hurt. He looked like someone who had just been slapped in front of a crowd. The silence after the comment was louder than anything. And when the clip hit social media, it went viral in minutes. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, everyone was sharing it. Some added captions like, "This ain't love, this is public humiliation." Others said, "How do you treat a king like that?" The backlash was immediate. People started pulling receipts, revisiting all the times Papoose stood tall for Remy. And now they were asking the hard question. Did Remy forget who held her down when no one else would? Claressa Shields didn't wait. As soon as that clip started trending, she jumped online and made her stance crystal clear. On her story, she wrote, "You just lost a real one. SMH." Just 5 words and an abbreviation, but it said everything. She wasn't just reacting. She was disappointed, hurt, maybe even angry. Then came another post. Claressa said, "Too many women out here begging for a man like Papoose. Don't mess it up." And that's when the floodgates opened. Fans were reposting, commenting, agreeing. It was like someone had finally said what everyone else was thinking, but too scared to admit. Claressa called Remy's actions embarrassing and heartless in another post. But what hit hardest was the way she talked about loyalty. She hinted that this wasn't the first time Remy had disrespected him, that there might be more going on behind the scenes. Some even say Claressa has seen Remy act this way before, and this was just the first time the world got to see it too. What made her so bold to speak up? Maybe it was personal. Maybe she's seen enough women lose good men because they couldn't see their own blessings. Either way, Claressa didn't hold back, and the fans loved her for it. But to understand how deep this cut really goes, we have to go back. Back to when Remy Ma was locked up and the world had counted her out. Back when Papoose was standing alone, still holding her down. He wrote letters. He visited every chance he got. He turned down tours, TV deals, and features just so he could be there for her. That kind of loyalty? Rare. People used to look at them and say, that's what real love looks like. Papoose was patient, strong, loyal, the dream partner. But over the last year or so, something shifted. Rumors started floating. People whispered about tension behind the scenes. Then came the biggest shocker, Remy Ma allegedly cheating with Easy the Block captain. That news shook their fan base to the core. Still, Papoose never aired her out. Never disrespected her. He just kept showing up. Quiet. Composed. But Remy? She started showing up in interviews looking distant, cold, and sometimes even annoyed when asked about Papoose. The energy changed. Now, with this public job, people are starting to wonder if the love was ever mutual. Did she ever value his loyalty, or was he just convenient when things got tough? The reaction from those closest to them only added more fuel to the fire. One of Papoose's cousins posted on X, "Blood doesn't make you loyal, love does." It wasn't aimed directly at Remy, but everyone knew who it was about. Fat Joe, a longtime friend and supporter of both, unfollowed Remy Ma after the live. Then he posted a story that read, "All about respect." That said a lot without saying too much. Insiders claim even Remy's own sister privately reached out to Papoose, saying he deserved better. If that's true, it shows that even her own blood saw the damage. But the most heartbreaking detail? Their daughter allegedly saw the live moment and asked, "Why is mommy being mean to daddy?" That right there hit people hard. Because when a child sees disrespect and confusion in their parents, it leaves a scar. The world is watching a family fall apart in real time, and it's not just the adults who are affected. Social media turned into a wildfire. Twitter Spaces went up overnight with people discussing every angle. Reddit threads dug deep, comparing old interviews to recent ones. YouTube was flooded with breakdowns, think pieces, and emotional reaction videos. One commenter wrote, "How do you humiliate the same man who held you down for a decade?" Another said, "Papoose is the definition of loyalty. Remy messed up." TikTokers started putting together side-by-side clips. The contrast was painful. People were crying. Yes, crying. One fan posted, "I cried watching that live. This made me lose hope in love." That's how invested people were. Of course, not everyone was against Remy. Some fans tried to defend her, saying maybe she's overwhelmed, maybe the industry pressure is eating her up. But most agreed on one thing: Papoose deserved better. And the fact that he hasn't said a word? That silence? It's louder than any interview. Fans are saying he's too calm. You know that kind of silence means he's done. Now, the theories are flying. Some fans believe Claressa Shields knows way more than she's letting on. They think she and Papoose might be closer than we realized. There are whispers about DMs being exchanged between them in the past. Nothing confirmed, but where there's smoke, there might be fire. Then there's another theory: Remy's actions were strategic. A way to push Papoose away without actually having to break it off herself. Some people do that. They act out, embarrass their partner, hoping that person leaves so they don't have to. Could this be one of those situations? Maybe Remy doesn't want to be the villain, so she's trying to get Papoose to walk away first. And then there's the wildest theory yet. Papoose is about to break his silence. We're talking interviews, podcasts, even book deals. People close to him say he's been getting flooded with requests. Is he finally ready to speak his truth? Or is he walking away in silence, leaving Remy to deal with the backlash? Either way, something is about to shift. Big time. This whole situation isn't just messy drama. It's a wake-up call. A reminder of how loyalty is treated in today's world. People pray for partners who ride for them, who hold them down when times are hard. Papoose was that partner. And now he's the one getting hurt. Claressa Shields said it best: "You just lost a real one." Her words echoed the feelings of thousands. Fans are mourning the fall of what they thought was a dream couple. And it's all playing out live. No filters. No edits. Just raw, painful truth. What happens next is anyone's guess. Will Remy try to fix it? Is Papoose gone for good? Will Claressa speak again? Whatever it is, you don't want to miss it. Drop your thoughts below. Was Claressa right to speak up? Is this truly the end for Remy and Papoose? Hit that subscribe button, because what's coming next might just shock you even more.